Dementia-inclusive environment can enable a person living with dementia to maintain a sense of identity and autonomy, to participate in activities of daily living to the fullest of their abilities in a familiar and safe environment. Evidence shows person-centered care coupled with a supportive environment increases sensory and social engagement and facilitates good quality of life. To build an inclusive environment, it is important to consider the dementia-friendly design principles. 1. Safety. Ensure a safe environment for seniors moving around. 2. Homely environment. Include familiar items that seniors can relate to and enable seniors to feel comfortable in their surroundings. 3. Empowerment and autonomy. Support seniors in making choices. 4. Appropriate environmental stimulation. Provide the appropriate level of sensory stimulation for the seniors. 5. Personal space and privacy. Allow seniors to be cared for in a respectful and dignified manner and cater to personal moments when needed. 6. Meaningful participation. Encourage seniors to participate in meaningful activities independently or as a group. Beyond sharing the dementia-friendly design principles, we will be sharing with you 2 dementia-inclusive environments which have applied the design principles in supporting persons living with dementia in a care setting and community setting. Let's take a look at Econ Care Residence in Henderson, a new nursing home built in 2022. The home has incorporated dementia-friendly design in different areas to empower and enable persons living with dementia to move around the home in order to preserve their sense of autonomy and independence. Color zoning and visual stimuli of familiar geographical locations in Singapore. The use of multiple cues using different colors and contrast allows people to clearly identify the space and key landmarks. The distinct wall with windows that have a strong clear contrast from the wall, ensuring that the window and image is standing out from the background and acting as a strong visual stimuli, eliciting attention and engaging the person. This is a good example of highlighting key features or defining a visual stimuli through the use of borders, colors, and contrast. This enables seniors to easily recognize the different areas they are at and thus move around the center independently, which encourages empowerment and autonomy. Leveraging on familiarity in a spatial context is a crucial design component. In this example, familiar locations are used as landmarks to help wayfinding. Familiar terms which are also culturally appropriate and have deep meaning for people can help to elicit greater recall and reminiscence. This is so for everyone. Looking at the sign Emerald Hill, this will elicit memories of the shop houses and our own memories of Orchard Road. Evidently, when we have items that are of a familiar context, it leads to a higher rate of memory retrieval. 3 quiet rooms with unique themes for each, including music and nature, which allow for a safe space with themes like nature or music, where seniors can relax, have personal privacy, or share the space with other individuals such as a family member or caregiver. Community garden, resting corners, and an outdoor space. Residents can access the garden freely. These spaces aim to encourage meaningful participation via appropriate stimulation, while allowing private time or a space to be with others within the community. It also allows clients to have some social activities, enjoy the sunlight and fresh air. A reminiscence corner and wards with multiple beds or single beds. The home focuses on creating a homely environment with reminiscence elements such as an old TV and recreating a barber corner. These create feelings of familiarity for seniors, allowing them to feel more at home and comfortable in the care facility. Besides the professional care setting, dementia-friendly design has been incorporated into public spaces and at a community level in Yio Chu Kang. In Yio Chu Kang, persons living with dementia are supported by color zoning of blocks, where the building blocks and zones are painted with easily distinguishable colors such as red, green, and pink, and helpful signages such as larger displays of block numbers. These features apply the empowerment and autonomy principle, allowing for movement and engagement with easily recognizable visual cues and reminders. This allows for seniors to navigate within the area safely and find their way home easily. In addition, this location also features a herb and spice garden and a community garden created by Social Service Agency AWA and Ang Mo Kio Town Council. These spaces encourage meaningful participation via appropriate environmental stimulation and provide a variety of places within the area where seniors can be alone or with others in the community. Thoughtful features such as making these spaces ramp accessible and having elevated planter boxes allow persons living with dementia to participate in community activities such as gardening. There are many ways that public spaces can improve their inclusiveness for persons living with dementia via design and features. Eat Light aims to equip stakeholders like town councils with a tool to evaluate and identify areas of improvement to make the public neighborhoods more dementia-friendly. Let's apply Eat Light to assess the environment for persons living with dementia in the context of a public neighborhood, using Yio Chu Kang as a case example to illustrate. Here are some of the ways which public spaces and buildings can incorporate more dementia-friendly designs. 1. Building features. Having adjoining corridors outside dwelling units that allow easy, safe, and comfortable movement. Placing adequate benches or seats at regular intervals within the route to other spaces, such as outdoor community areas. And ensuring adequate shelter or shade to other spaces that shield from weather conditions such as heat or rain. 2. Facilities and amenities. Allowing co-location of facilities for different ages within outdoor spaces, such as having a children's playground and senior fitness corner within visual proximity, ensuring there are enough healthcare facilities such as clinics nearby, and creating accessible, comfortable, and inviting social and community facilities such as public toilets, senior activity centers, community gardens, fitness areas, playgrounds, and community spaces. 3. Lighting and visibility. Ensuring spaces and routes that connect spaces, such as indoor to outdoor, have sufficient lighting, and materials used around the building are not reflective and cause glare, which can make it difficult to see. As people age, our color vision may decrease, causing colors to appear dull, less vivid, or noticeable. Sensitivity to contrast also deteriorates, and our pupils may also become less responsive to changes in the light. This results in a reduction in the ability to distinguish similar colors, depth perception, and other visuo-perceptual difficulties. Coupled with memory loss and cognition-related visual and spatial challenges, there is a need to ensure that there is a strong contrast to enable wayfinding. A good way to determine this is to check the light reflectance value, which is a contrast value. Ideally, you would want to have a value of 70%. 4. Mobility, including ramps for accessibility that are conveniently located and safe. Ensuring pedestrians are able to see the route or path ahead of them without unexpected sharp turns. Having clear paths that lead to key amenities such as coffee shops, hawker centers, healthcare facilities, and public transport. And making certain the footpaths are wide, continuous, and leveled, with no sudden gradation changes. Public footpaths are shared by pedestrians, cyclists, and wheelchair users. As persons with dementia cannot judge speed very well, they may view the approaching person to be nearer than they are and accidentally fall while trying to avoid them. The larger width allows more space to accommodate different users sharing the paths. 5. Outdoor spaces. Planting enough greenery in and around outdoor spaces, allowing pleasant, quiet areas within the outdoor space where one can relax and rest peacefully, making it conducive for people to stop and have conversations within the space, and having outdoor spaces where people can hold organized activities and programs, such as playgrounds and void decks. These activities will keep persons with dementia socially and meaningfully engaged, allowing them to remain cognitively stimulated. 6. Safety. Making sure to have clear demarcation of lanes for walking, cycling, or use of personal mobility devices. Adopting security and emergency assistance features such as surveillance cameras and defibrillators, AEDs, as well as ensuring traffic lights around the area have audible cues and adequate timing, which allow people enough time to cross the road safely. And finally, 7. Wayfinding. Allowing anyone to be able to find their way to and around outdoor spaces. Providing wayfinding signs that are clear and not confusing en route to and around community, shared or outdoor spaces. And including recognizable patterns, tactile and visual contrasts that help towards wayfinding around the area. We have shared various ways to incorporate dementia-friendly design in various spaces. When considering these designs, it is important to adopt the person-centered care approach so that the designs are developed from the user's perspectives. You may also consult persons living with dementia to give their feedback on the proposed enhancements to ensure that you are really making a difference.